Good afternoon, welcome aboard. So my name's Captain Ian and I'm the captain of motor yacht QUASAR. We're a 30-metre charter boat and I've been captain now for 4 seasons. And please follow me and I'll give you a tour around the boat. So this is our after deck. We see 8 people very comfortably. Our guests really enjoy this area because they get to use it. They get a lot of sunshade here. We can put up the privacy blind if we're in port, so they can still see out, but nobody can see in, which is quite nice. And it's a spacious area of the boat, and works pretty well if you want to hide away from the sun. The saloon of QUASAR, the interior decoration is actually done in a very, very neutral manner, and it's done for a reason so that actually everyone that comes on is very relaxed, very zen the whole time, which is quite a large selling point actually of the boat. And I'll lead you round through to the galley. And here we have our chef Kelly, busy as ever, who's actually now been with the boat for the last 3 seasons, her 4th season now. And actually Chef Kelly's done some great work so far and we're extremely proud of her.
My name is Kelly Rose Monet and I'm the sole chef on board. I really like to focus on healthy seasonal produce. So obviously it normally depends on the preference of the guests, but I normally try to highlight the beautiful produce of the Mediterranean. But I specifically really enjoy cooking with Asian ingredients, Asian fusion, and that I'd say is one of my biggest fortes. We definitely all function as team players, only having 4 crew on board. So as well as being a chef, you find yourself being a little bit of a stewardess, a little bit of a deckhand, but it's been very rewarding and it's definitely been the job that I have learned the most in my life.
Continue on the tour. The yacht has a day head here, so that means then obviously when your guests are on board, you don't always have to go down and use the accommodation spaces, which is quite nice, especially when you have maybe day guests that come on and aren't sleeping on board. It's handy. Through up into the bridge, which serves as a crew area as well, which works very well because we have a fair amount of privacy up here, but also we're well connected to the guests, so it's a good space, and we use it well for sure on this very busy charter boat. QUASAR has 2 great VIP or master suites, which is fantastic. It's very rare on a boat of this size to have this. So this we actually call the master. You could call it equally the VIP, as you'll see after. Again, leather couches, a great AV system as well, where you can stream all of your wireless devices, your iPhone or whatever you have. Plus as well, we've got satellite TV and a full Sonos library of music, plus as well your own Spotify if you want. You can stream that as well. And you've got your individual zone down here, so you won't interrupt anyone else on the rest of the boat, which is great. One of the kind of strange key features of this particular boat is actually the size of this bathroom, which is amazing. We always find it a great selling point for charter or private, and huge amounts of storage. So basically, wherever you go, you've got a lot of room. And continuing on, we come down to the twin cabins now. And so we have, I always call them like the butterfly cabins, so they're exactly the same, port and starboard. We can sleep 3 in these cabins, which means we've got a total capacity of 10 sleeping on board. So you've got a pullman up here that you can drop down if you need to. And then again, we've got the usual storage, a great light coming through, and then our, like I say, exactly the same on the other side, like I was saying, our bathroom through in here. And then down through the corridor into the other master or VIP, however you see fit to call it. Yeah, this is great because we do get a lot of charters with 2 charterers, i.e. 2 families on board. And sometimes I think it's awkward, especially on boats of this size, where one person might feel that they get the better deal or the better cabin, and on here that's not the case. So that's why I think the boat is so successful charter-wise, because we can easily have 2 couples on and they both get a lot of room. We've got a great walk-in, so plenty of space in there again. So if you've got, you know, a week or 2 weeks. So welcome to the Flybridge. This boat has a vast Flybridge area, perfect for sunbathing. Evening entertaining, we have again another large table up here, so you can comfortably sit 8 up here. Lots of lighting as well for at night, if required. And it also comes with a great bimini. If you do require some sunshade, then that can always be pulled back. We tend to find most people like to catch the sun up here, to be fair. The AV system continues up here as well. So obviously with the Sonos, with the sounds, and also there is another television as well up here as well. So we get the sports fans up here watching their football sometimes, and the other things going on around the world, which is great. Obviously back down onto the lower deck, and we've got great spacious wide decks as well, so we can all get past each other, which is nice. And up to our, again, very, very much appreciated foredeck. This gets used so much that we're always very shocked. And we'll find charter groups of 10 people will actually all be down in this area. Of course, when you're at sea, it's ideal because you catch a lot of the breeze and you get actually quite a thrill, because if you're doing about 28 knots and you're sat facing over the front of the boat, so close to the bow, it's actually quite a thrill ride.
I'm Dean, I'm the deck engineer on board. I am in charge of running all of the outdoor activities, the water sports, take people out on the jet ski, take them wakeboarding. I've worked on a few different boats, and this is definitely where I feel most comfortable. I get on really well with the captain. I love his leadership style. The chef and the stewardess are really fun to be with all the time. So yeah, it's always like, you know, it sounds cliche, like a little family, but it really is like that, you know.
Got a good package of a yacht here. So it's got a great charter record, which is already good, with a lot of pre-booked charters for next year especially. You've also got a boat that's been bought by somebody as a first-time yacht or first-time buyer, which means that he's actually invested heavily into the boat. So you've got you know, the engineering, especially on board, has been heavily invested into, which makes it actually a very good proposition. It's a good family boat, mainly because of the entertaining areas and the space available on board. But I mean, I suppose it can also be, you know, it could be like used as a corporate style of yacht as well, if needs be. But ideally, really, yeah, I think it's perfect for a family, you know, and I suppose potentially as well a user who wants to charter the boat or have the boat chartered out still as well, which I think would make sense. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the tour. We certainly love the boat, and we'd love to welcome you on board, whether it's to charter the boat or just to come and have a viewing and maybe consider buying the boat.